If you're curious about what's going on in the Stockton housing market, are we turning a point to a normal market, then you want to watch this video. Let's get right into it. I'm David, this is Richard, we're brokers in Stockton, and we're going to look at the recent market activity for June 2022. What do you have so far?
Well, I got two bits of good news for you. Number one is this red line going straight up, almost straight up right here, is the pendings. So quite a bit up from just a month ago, from 232 to 263. And this other light green line that's way up over the one from before last month are the inventory, 272 versus 202. So two bits of good news. What else do you have for us, David?
Yeah, the biggest thing on this chart for this month is the new listings that came on the market, 272 homes.
Yep.
That's a 44% increase from 1 year ago. That may sound like a big number, but 1 year ago we had record low inventory. So the 44% could sound like a lot, but really it's kind of a shift, hopefully here back to a normal market. Let's take a look now on the days on market, how fast homes are selling, and then right after that we're going to get into the average pricing here in Stockton.
Okay, and on this chart, days on the market, look at that, we're down to 13 days to sell a house.
Yeah.
Very low. Now the inventory is coming up. David, why is this so low?
Yeah, that's certainly a surprising statistic for this month. Given the ramifications of the interest rates climbing, lots of buyers maybe putting the brakes on. So to see the days on market drop like that is a surprise to me. We're hearing all over the news how the housing market's shifting. Well, this is showing we haven't shifted yet here locally. Matter of fact, the top green line across the screen you'll see here, that's the list to sales price ratio. That's the percentage of whether homes are selling at, below, or above the listing price.
Right.
And here we are last month, still over asking price. It's 102%. So if you were to look at this chart solely, it's showing that our local market here in Stockton hasn't slowed just yet.
No, still really strong. Super low days on the market. Selling for above price. I do think the days on the market are going to creep up a little bit.
Yes, they should. Just driving around town, you're seeing, if you were to search the active MLS market right this minute, there's a lot more homes on the market. Everybody's starting to feel that. So you're right. I think the days on market will slowly climb as we get into summer. As promised, let's look at the average sold price here in Stockton. All right, here in the chart behind us, the bottom red line is the average sold price of homes here in Stockton. And last month, that number was $475,000. The previous month was $489,000, and that was a new high. If you look at it, that's the highest point we hit on this chart. So we retreated down a little bit. But what do you take on this chart, Richard?
Well, that's still up 10% from a year ago. Still really good. It does look like it's probably going to ease down just a little bit. Maybe making up for listings that might be just a little bit overpriced.
Yeah. One key trend here, if you look back the last 4 months, the line's sort of leveling off here. The trend is a neutral pricing trend. We're not seeing any major declines. We're not seeing price corrections. This is sort of a normal market, a normal housing market where prices are more stable with the slow appreciation over time. That's a healthier market.
It looks like lining up, basically. And so I don't know if your house is going to go up that much more, but we're pretty healthy right now. And I don't think it's going down for a little while. Maybe we'll see this winter.
So to help explain what a normal market is, I pulled up a 5-year chart. We're going to look back a little bit before we end this video. Let's take a look at a 5-year chart to help explain where we need to get to for it to be a normal market. Okay, so here's the chart. It's a 5-year chart, and I really wanted to focus on the inventory levels, the number of homes for sale, so we can look back to when we had a quote-unquote normal market, you know, the pre-pandemic. So we're talking in the years 2018, 2019. So let's look at the light green bar. These are the amount of homes that were on the market here in Stockton during that time frame. And if you remember our very first chart, we saw an increase in inventory up to 272 homes. That's this line right there. So let's look back to 2018, 2019. During those years, on average, I would say 5 to 550 homes, maybe even 600 homes is what was seen on the market during that period of
More than
time.
double even where we're at now.
Yeah, more than double that we are now. So all indications at this moment in time, we're still in a seller's favored market.
Yeah.
We still have low inventory of homes for sale. Even though we're starting to see an increase, we're still not to the numbers of a previous normal market of 2018 and 2019. We still have some ways to go. How that affects prices until these inventory levels stay here low, 200 to 300, 350 homes, I still anticipate a little bit of price growth. I still think we're not going to see the 20% returns, but maybe 3 to 5%.
Yeah, definitely not falling.
Not falling. To have home prices fall, we're going to need a lot more inventory levels like this, or what could cause that is very, very high interest rates. So we'll have to keep a close eye on what happens to interest rates.
This is a great example of supply and demand. Supply is real low right here where we're at. Way back here, demand was not high because you had plenty to pick from, and look what the sales did. Right after that they went down, but then they came back up after that came down. So we're still, like David said, seller's market all the way.
Yeah, the real estate is 100% affected by supply and demand, and interest rates are slowly affecting the demand in the market. So we'll have to keep a close eye on what transpires. You know, it's impossible to really time the market. If you're a buyer or a seller out there, the best you can do is make a decision what's best for you and your family at that moment in time.
David, I always get the market right, right after.
Right after, yeah, a little bit too late, yeah. But if you guys had any questions or thoughts or comments about this real estate market, where you think it's going, please leave a comment down below, or you could always reach out to us. We're going to put our phone numbers down below on the screen here. You're welcome to call or text us. But what do you guys think? Let us know, and thank you so much if you made it this far in our market update video for the month of June in Stockton. We'll see you soon.